Okay, we are here at Ping today with Marty Jertson, who is the Director of Product Development, and we're going to be talking about the new Glide wedges. I guess I'll just start off, and Marty, we had a conversation, I don't know, a year and a half ago, talking about wedges and how they use the term bounce. And from my time with guys like Dave Wedges and Eric Barzeski, they like to use the term glide. And we kind of talked about them in the conversation.
That really stuck with me, Mike, and certainly when we've talked to a lot of players who know how to use the sole correctly with their technique and their fit, and they have well-designed wedges, they all describe something similar to that term. You know, some of our guys, Stan Utley, who's a brand ambassador for us, says he's using the skid plate. Bounce is your friend. Other people describe it as a rudder.
Yeah.
It's that sensation where you balance the pressure downward from the ball, your angle of attack, the bunker in some cases, along with the reaction forces you get from the turf. And certainly the term that we talked about has some history to it with some of the really good instructors out there. Glide describes that perfectly. It's like in an airplane. If it's gliding along, it's moving without upward or downward forces. You know, and that's that sensation you get. It's awesome when you have properly fit, well designed, and you match that with really good technique. So. There's no reason to hide it. That was the inspiration behind the name.
Great. I'm happy that I was able to help out a little bit, and Golf Evolution was able to help out a little bit. So the Glide wedge, they have 3 different soles, kind of similar to the previous generation of Ping wedges. It goes. There's kind of a standard sole, and it goes wider and even a little bit more of like a tour grind or a. I'm not even sure what Bubba's been using.
Yeah, TS.
TS.
So that stands for thin sole.
Oh, thin sole.
And certainly, you know, with wedge designs, there's certainly a mystique out there in the marketplace that, oh, you need to have low bounce wedges to hit certain shots or play in certain conditions. Well, angle on your wedges is generally a good thing. So what we've done in these 3 designs, which might be a little different than the industry, is they all have similar bounce height. Okay, but we're just basically moving the low point, the sole lines further from the face. So the TS, you can see the low point is a lot closer to the lead edge. The SS is further back, still has plenty of relief in the heel for when you open it up, and also plenty of relief in the toe for when you get the toe up in the air and hit those shots. The WS is the widest, and it has the most aggressive relief line in the heel. So again, you get the width to give you plenty of surface area to give you that ground reaction force from the pressure downward. But if you do want to open it up or you have it hitting kind of some different shots, the relief in the heel is really good for that. It also has a characteristic that the I2 wedge had, which made it really good out of the bunker.
Yeah.
And this is the secret. It plays like low bounce early and high bounce late. So right when you open the club up, hit bunker shots, you actually want more pressure down to get the club down in the sand. Then you want more pressure up to help it glide and move forward. And that's what the WS really has, and we've engineered that into all the designs. They play like low bounce early, high bounce late. And that really helps for when you're opening the club up, you get that type of influence, and when you play this club in the square position, then you're utilizing the whole sole, depending on kind of your closure rate and how much the heel is interacting with the turf, which everyone's a little bit different with that. But we've tried to make these really easy to fit. They all have an ample amount of bounce height to them, but the contact points and the amount of pressure and reaction force you get from the 3 different versions is unique.
Cool.